Greetings, boys and ghouls. This is Dr. Von Mad, and we're going to play the sapling. I've got an idea for something today. I'm going to try to build a whole continent full of kangaroos. I don't know why, it just seems like a funny thing to do. So let's see, let's get to it. Let's see if we can. I'm not even sure I'll be able to get the right environment, but we're going to try. First thing let's do is let's turn this map around. Let's look at our walkability. Looks good. The temperature's reasonable. Wind strength, soil softness. I'm going to add some seasons. And then we'll try not to get too silly, but I don't want to getting. There we go. I'm just adding 2 seasons because now let's see what we got for plans. And let's see if we can build some kangaroos. First thing I'm going to do is I need to put some fish in the water. That's just kind of a thing with me. I like to have seas that are actually alive. So let's go ahead and turn on evolution here. This is, this is definitely a game I would recommend. This is a lot of fun. Alright, now we'll put a hold fast because I think... Okay, we've got a few places that we can put these. So I'm probably going to end up having to make some other plans. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. We're trying not to go too crazy. But I am going to make a few of these. Like I said, I'm an old Earth creationist. I believe I have no problem with an Earth that's 4.6 billion years old, made by God. Because it just seems a bit silly to sit there and, they want to talk about magic. But the thing is if you read the entire Bible, God works through processes. And we can see this with the fossil record. And it's a lot of fun. So back to the game for a minute, enough philosophy for right now. I know y'all saying, shut up and play video games. And that's a fair cop. Now, we're going to add some fish. Need something fairly generalized. I'm going to go with maybe 2. I'm going to go with 2 segments. Put a little fin on his back. And I need I'll give him a small tail. There we go. Relatively minor fins on the back. Bit of that going on. Now, let's give him some proper eyes. There we go. Go over here. Pick this. Get that. Come back over here. Grab some stripes. And give him a little bit of a nice color. We'll go with that. Let's see if he can survive the water. Because current is a huge deal with this thing. Alright, we have fish. Now, I'm just going to put these on this side and let them spread out on their own. That way they can... I don't want to overflood the thing, so I'm just going to try to put a few fish in some numbers on one's coastline and just kind of let them scatter. Alright, now then, we need some plants. And we'll probably make about 2 different types of plant because... So we're going to go with something like that. We're going to put some medium roots here. Like I said, I'm going to try to do kangaroos. I don't know. Just watched a video on Australia from Paleoanalysis. You guys need to watch them. They're fun. Let's go ahead and put some fern-type leaves on it. Because it's a fairly warm climate. And I want there to be some... The plant is too large, needs more water. Well, we can make that happen. So we're going to There we go. Now let's see if we can plant this. It probably won't go everywhere, but we'll see. Well, we got one little spot, so we're probably going to have to make some more plants. Considering Australia tends to be scrubland, we'll make that. We'll make it work. And I may have to make, I don't know, I probably won't make anything predatory. I can't wait till they get the updates for this, because he's, Mr. Stoop has been really teasing us with this. The suspense is killing me. Alright, we got 2 spots where these plants can be, but we need one more because we need something fairly low slump. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to come down here. It always says we need more water, so I'm going to make sure it has a good water supply. Now, it needs some fruit, so I'm going to give it 2 pieces of fruit. Now, let's see, we need something that can stand up to the heat. I'm going to give it some... I haven't had any flowering plants, and we probably won't. Alright, let's see if these can survive the harsh environment. Well, a little bit. Not too bad. Not too shabby. We'll work with this. That way we can kind of let them grow into it. And it can grow alongside these the taller plants. It's definitely going to be a kind of an arid environment. Which kind of works considering what we're trying to do here. I should probably add maybe something like crocodiles, but right now we're just looking at kangaroos. Let's see what happens. Now, if we can't get kangaroos working, we'll try our hand at it. Alright. Bring that down. I'm going to bring up this just a little more. You know, they've got that characteristic tail. Now, let's grab some feet. I need something that can jump. Let's see if there's any better jumping feet. And there's not. Give it little bouncy arms. Now, okay. I need ears. It's going to give me a little bit of heat loss because there we go. And now, make it a live bearer. Actually, let's go back up here. We'll go with that for right now. I know it's more of a monotreme, but it's about as good as I can get with this. Let's make these guys kind of a brownish red. Let's see what happens when we try to introduce them to the environment. And unfortunately, they can't grow. They can't live anywhere there. So we're going to have to figure something else out. So let's figure this out. I still think that the legs are okay. Let's see what's actually going on with it. Then we can go back and make the adjustments. The temperature, okay. So we're probably going to end up having to make this guy hairless. Weird as it is, we're going to have naked kangaroos. Let's see what we get. No. Temperature 40 degrees. So let's see what kind of temperature this thing can stand up to. Let's see. I'm looking for the 28. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're going to need ears, perhaps? Let's see. Let's see what we got. I need the ears that have the most heat loss. Now let's see if that helps him any. He's got one little spot over here that these can live. So we're probably going to have to do some subspeciation right here. Okay, let me see if there's any other places I can put these guys. Along the coast here, got a few of these dudes. Oh, whoops, that one's going to have a bad time of it. Let's see, and a few of them here. Let's give this let's give this a little whirl and see what it does now. And see what's left. I'm betting the first batch of Kangas are going to die. And I would be right in that, but we do have some extended forest. Let's see what we got going on. The algae's in profusion. Remember, I put 1 or 2 types of plants, so getting a lot of little woody things. Okay, that's a weird one. Now, let's see what we got. We got a profusion of fish. Huge numbers of fish. Alright, let's try this kangaroo thing again. We're going to try something. Let's make him a bit smaller. And let's see if we can do something with this. I may end up having to abbreviate the front limbs. Or this may end up being more like New Zealand where the birds are. I really want to do kangaroos here. So, let's abbreviate that tail I know they've got long tails. Oh, not that long. Oh, we got a giant tail. Alright, let's give him a little more beef up front here. I don't know, the grasping hands are kind of useless. Give it these little hands. There. Now, let's give him... I'm going to try this again. Okay. Traits. So, what it's telling me is that, okay, put some stripes on him. Okay. Not green. There we go. Let's try this again. And we've got vastly more land now that they can settle into. Maybe with a slightly better food supply, they'll be able to thrive where they didn't before. So, we shall see. I'm kind of curious as to how this will go down. Okay, we've got plenty of kangas now. Let's see what happens in 250 years. Now remember, I turned evolution up to full power. And the kangas are gone again. Let's see what we got. Everything keeps dying off. Alright. This is a very harsh land. Let's try something. As it keeps killing off the mammals, let's try birds. Maybe this is more like Australia, or more like New Zealand. And less like Australia. So, let's try that. Okay. That's more like a dinosaur beak. I don't need that. Okay. Back up to front limbs. I am going to give it feathers, but now let's give it some splotches. Make it kind of a let's see what that does. Let's see if the birds can survive the environment. Apparently they can also wade into water, which is kind of interesting in its own right. Okay, the controls. Thank you. Let's see if we can find a species that can live here. We're trying different Australian animals today. So let's try and see what this one does. Another 250 years and see if it goes the way of the kangaroos. And where are my birds? Alright, let's see what happened to them. Still have lots and lots of fish. Oh, we still got two species of birds left around. Got this one here. You've got this flightless, hairless one over here. This thing has got a second set of eyes. I'm not even sure what became an adaptation. This one has become more omnivorous. That second set of eyes, that's just trippy. I'm not even sure who these birds are. Run it 250 more years and let's see what happens. Okay. Let me see what we got going on. Okay, you see that second set of eye spot on the neck. I'm not sure what that's all about. That one too. Let's see. just a hair. They're birds, but I am not seeing birds. Let's scan this thing and see where these birds are hiding. There are birds. There's a fish. Ah, there they are. They're hiding out in this one corner over here. And these have no feathers, so they're flightless. So we've got a land of flightless birds. It's less Australian or New Zealand. I'll try this again. I'm just going to keep doing this until something even weirder happens. Let's see here. The species is Dentitrix. It's this fish with a mohawk on its butt. Okay. Lentodotus. Lentodotus. Whoa. Speaking of weird things, we just... Okay, why is that? Why did that become a necessary thing? Got a bunch of weird four-footed birds. That is so odd. Oh, what was this one? Centodontus. Another weird four-footed bird. Alright. Give it one more round. Because right now they all seem to be developing copies of that long, like foot. So let's see what happens. Okay. Myris. Fish are getting a little odd too. Look at that one. This one here, I think is nightmare. That's a weird looking fish. There's another one. Yeesh. That's what I mean by something weird. That's an oddball. You can see what I'm talking about, though. I can't wait till the designer comes up with more of these. This is just very cool. Let's hit it one more time. I don't want this video going too long because it's late at night and I probably need to be getting some sleep. But let's see what happens. Let it go another 250 years. Notice the plants are spreading too. Let's see. Okay, there's one that's not flying. There's one that's not either. Surprised. Yeah. It would surprise me to see one of these. Eee, look at that thing. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Building this now. Alright, well, I'll go 250 more years, and then we'll look at the, see if we'll maybe we'll dissect one of these guys. As you can see, I'm a wee bit on the tire. Now we're starting to get, that is a strange bird. What we got. Speaking of strange creatures, check that thing out. Okay, not the oddest one. Not sure how that happened. Oh, what a dopium. Hey, this is a perfect day for that. Okay, this one's interesting. Because he's taken this convergent form almost for those kangaroos that died out. Let's take a look. Huh. It's taking a minute. Sometimes this game crashes out. That's unfortunate. Let's see if this does. Yeah, because it's a good game. It's just sometimes get to the computer or maybe. Here we are. He's got weird notice. The only thing missing is the tail. He can. He lays his eggs on land, eats plants. Can spend just a little bit of time in the water. And two of these. Anyway, I think that's about it for right now, and I'll post this. I'm getting tired. But as you can see, we started off with just a few plants here and there, and now we've got these whole forest. Granted, a largely uninhabited forest on that end. As all the birds are over here, or whatever they are now. There you are. Anyways, guys, this is Dr. Von Matt signing out, and see y'all on the flip side.